What's up, everybody? Lucky here. Hey guys, what is going on? So we're gonna do something a little fun. We are going to build a track in Infinity, and like a lot of people have problems building tracks. I've seen a lot of discussion on forums and stuff. Build their track, they spend an hour or so on it, doesn't work. Got some cool tips how to make it work. So this is the very first piece you need, very important piece, racetrack starting gate. Have to have unlocked this in the toy box if you want to race against AI and have it work, okay? Second most important thing to note is once you lay your gate down, start there and then make sure your pieces connect. And by connect, I mean, notice how these pieces line up, turn yellow and blue. That means that they've actually connected and linked up. The piece does not turn yellow and blue like that, then they're not linking up in such a way for it to work, okay? Lots of people have struggled with like ramps and some of these sharp curves because they look like they line up, and in practice they line up. You can actually walk across them, but they're not actually linking. Like here, we're gonna lay down one of these curved pieces. It looks like it's good to go, but it's not actually linked up. So you could race across that and it would drive across fine, but the AI, for whatever reason, doesn't know that that's there. So this is a cool little trick you can use to get basically your ramped pieces and curved pieces such as that to work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a bridge. And I've found that the bridge is metaphorical as well. It acts almost like a bridge between flat pieces and curved or ramp pieces because of the size of it. See how it connected up perfect. Once I have it down, then I'll come back, I'll bring that ramp piece in, line it up, boom, got it connected like that. So that's how you do it. That's the trick to the trade right there. Now, what you may be thinking is, hey, I don't want like lots of bridge pieces in my track. Well, we'll go through at the end. Once you get everything connected, you test it all out, then you can go back, you can replace those track pieces with flat pieces and get the track that you want, okay? So first thing, basically, make sure you have the racing gate unlocked in the toy box. 2, make sure that all of your pieces connect. Use bridges basically to connect the more difficult pieces like ramps or curves with each piece. See, I'm going through and I'm making sure absolutely every single piece lights up gold and blue. Good solid connection, presto. As long as I do that all the way through the track, when I get to the end, I'll have a track that works. Now, another thing that I have found is, and I've heard some people say, and some different sites and YouTubers have basically suggested that, you know, build your land first and then build your track. Now, to each his own, whatever anybody wants, but I personally have found that if I build my track first and then come back and fit in the land, actually much easier to work with. The track is the hardest thing to get working. So you want your track working, you want to test it out, make sure that's all gold, then you can come back, pretty it up, and that's exactly what we'll do here. Now, all in all, this actually took me, in real time, took me about 30 minutes. In YouTube time, we're gonna do this in about 10 minutes. We're gonna listen to some cool music and stuff, we're gonna knock that out. Now here, I wanna build a ramp down. Again, I'm going back to this bridge piece. Then I'm gonna bring in my ramp piece. Once I get these connected, I'll get this lit up gold. And then I'll be able to connect this all the way down and back up again. Another very helpful tip is that if you're building a track against AI, and you will find this. Now, this isn't a tip where basically you're gonna get to the end, you're gonna get to the starting gate, you're gonna go start your race, and your race won't work. No, this is a tip that has to do with, you know, how to build a good race. So there's some obvious tips that other people have cited, like have straightaways, have a nice balance between curves and hills and ramps and whatnot. That's all very good. You're going to experiment with that. I just say have fun. Do whatever you're going to do in that case. But one thing I found is that with the AI is that the AI cheats. If you build track over track or build track in such a way that if an AI piece falls off the track, it will not respawn back where it fell off. It will actually respawn at the closest piece of track. Okay, so this is like a glitch in AI. So for example, I built this really cool track, but it was like a figure 8 where one piece of track went over the other ones. I looped around and came back under that track. What the AI would do is they'd come around the curve, they'd fall off, and they'd respawn halfway across the track. Major advantage. Don't give the AI that advantage. Do all that hard work, have this really cool track, and then you get to the end and you can't even race on it and really have any fun. So if you are building your track, be conscientious of that. Don't have track going over other track. Make sure that if it falls off, that it's going to spawn in the appropriate spot. See, I'll have all my track basically is spread out in such a way that if the AI goes off the track, the AI is punished and brought back to the point where they started from. And that's going to give you a really good, solid track. Now, here comes the final test. Connected all of our track together to see if it actually works.
It's too funky in here.
Alright, give me a car. Use this, Mr. Incredible sports car. Oh yeah, sexy in that. On out here. Whoa! Flying car. And you see that? You see how it lit up? That tells me right there that it's actually going to work. All right, that's it. I know now the AI is going to work. So what I'll do is I'll quickly go through here and I will replace all of these bridges with flat pieces. See? Now I get these to connect. Now that's all we've got to do. Let's go in. We're going to add some land. Pretty this baby up. We're going to do it super speed style to a little DNB. I find it appropriate. This is a mix by my boy Johnny290. If you like it, check out his SoundCloud. If you like the video, please hit like or subscribe. You guys have a good one. Peace.
It's you. Never seen you before.